there's a couple of guys who still have to clean up, and then we'll start round 2 tomorrow. There is going to be an all-women's America's Cup yacht race next year in Spain, and Canada will have a boat in the race, and it'll be based out of Vancouver with Isabelle Berthold, who is a two-sport star. She's a top-level cyclist and a sailor who learned to sail on English Bay. She'll be Canada's skipper.
It's the oldest active international competition in sports, and next year, for the first time, the America's Cup will include a trophy exclusively for women.
I feel very confident in being able to put the best team together and to lead the team to ultimately win in Barcelona in 2024.
Canada's team will be led by Vancouver's own Isabelle Berthold. She's our country's best female racer, once ranking second in the world. And now her challenge as skipper of the first Canadian women's team to compete at the America's Cup will be navigating her team through uncharted waters.
For years, to be a professional sailor as a female was near impossible. You're often told you don't have the same experience, and you go, well, how do I get the experience if the opportunities aren't there? And this is a big reset button. So we're now sailing the same boats that the men are racing, having the exact same amount of training time, and so we can really prove that we are just as competitive, if not actually more competitive and better sailors than they are on these boats.
Canada's men haven't been at this stage since the 80s when they raced Canada 1 and Canada 2. More than 30 years later, Isabella's team is looking to put Canada back on the map. Each women's team at next year's competition in Barcelona will be racing identical 40-foot carbon composite sailboats.
So we actually will be bringing the AC40 here to Vancouver for next summer of 2024, which you'll all find very exciting. And you can imagine what it will be like doing 40 knots in English Bay with all the logs we have out here.
Overcoming obstacles is something women continue to deal with in sports, and it's something Isabella is hoping to help change for the next generation.
So a big thing that I'm hoping to do is inspire those 13, 14-year-old girls to keep pushing on, because there's pathways beyond the Olympic side in sailing. There's the America's Cup side, the foiling side, there's open ocean racing as well, and all of that is accessible now to women, and I really hope to see more women on ultimately in all of the professional level side of the sport in 10 years' time.
A knot is 1.852 kilometers per hour.
Sorry, what?
852 kilometers per hour.
Okay, that totally clears things up for me.
I thought it would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do the math in my head.
Okay.
Still ahead.